Hello everyone and welcome back to my movie reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing the first of my Marvel Movie Fridays movies, Iron Man, the first movie in the MCU, and I do have a friend here. His name is Apollo. I'm going to try to deliver the video as calmly as possible. He will be walking back and forth in front of the camera because he does not care. And, oh God. So this is going to be the first of Marvel Movie Fridays, which is where I will review one MCU film in chronological order, um, uh, every Friday until Infinity War comes out. Which this is something that they've been talking about on Reddit for a while, and if I watch one a week on Friday until Infinity War comes out, then Infinity War will happen right as the right as I finish that. So, starting off with Iron Man. This is probably the most well known, except for maybe the Avengers of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Um, this is a story that you all know. This is the story of Tony Stark, a weapons manufacturer, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist uh, who gets sent to, I think, Iran to do a weapons test. And while he's doing the weapons test, he gets fired on by terrorists with his own weapons. And he gets captured and put in a cave and severely injured. And he develops a uh, chest piece that keeps him alive. It keeps the shrapnel from entering his heart. And while he's in the cave, he develops an Iron Man suit, a suit that can fly and shoot fire and all sorts of crazy stuff. And he escapes. He returns to his life, and he's trying to live it normally, but he has the itch to build another suit, and he does. And he faces an enemy of his, which I won't spoil, even though it's been 10 years. Uh, and he becomes the first superhero for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And the Marvel Cinematic Universe is also set up in this movie through Agent Coulson, who is a agent of Shield from the TV show, um, and that is what kicks off the 17 currently, soon to be 20 or 1820, yeah, and continuing movie franchise, which is, by the way, one of my favorite movie franchises because I've always been a comic book fan. I think they do the content of the comic books very well. They treat the characters with respect, and I like the action, the quality, and I will enjoy reviewing all of these movies for you guys. So my thoughts on Iron Man, and this is going to be a quicker video because on request, I have gotten people telling me not to do 10 to 15 minute videos, maybe to cut it shorter to more of a 7 or 8 minute and shorter in the future if I get an editing software. So I'm going to try to do that. So Iron Man is a incredibly good film. I think it has a 93 or somewhere around Rotten Tomatoes. Not that I judge completely off of Rotten Tomatoes, but on its own, it is just a good film. It's happened before the superhero craze truly started, so people didn't have the fatigue of constantly seeing superhero movies. My friend here is being quite nice. Um, and This is a comedy, it's action, it's a little mystery, and I think that a lot of people really enjoy it. So, of course, Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark is an amazing character. He fits the role perfectly, and I will probably never see him not as Tony Stark. I watched his Sherlock Holmes movie from whatever year it came out, and I just saw him as Iron Man the entire time, and it was you always get one actor that fits a certain role so well, and followed with Gwyneth Paltrow as Pepper Potts, and I don't know the actor for Coulson or Obadiah Stane, but they all did a great job. Uh, Characterization works really well. You get the sense of the characters' relationships completely off the bat, and it just feels like a natural world lived in with a history and all sorts of deep understanding. Um, the action in this movie is very well done. They don't overdo it. but it is where some of the superhero cliches start. The heroic pose, the suiting up scene, the getting the girl, the final moments, they all sort of originate in the superhero genre through Iron Man. So if you're going back and watching this and you've seen plenty of other superhero movies, you will notice a few cliches, but they did technically develop in the superhero genre in this movie. Um, a few extra notes uh, that this movie it takes a lot of stuff from the comic books, like introducing Shield and the relationships between Pepper Potts and Tony Stark, and of course Tony Stark's history and his internal conflict is a lot from the comic books. So if you are not a fan of the comic books or don't know the backstories as much of Tony Stark, you will still have fun with this movie, of course, but there is an extra layer to it, which I in turn appreciate more because I am someone who's been reading comic books almost all my life. Um, the set design, costumes, everything. I think there really aren't many negatives to this movie. People will probably look back at it and give it a lower rating because it is one of many now superhero movies. But there really aren't many negatives I can think about this, and that might just be me being a fanboy of Marvel, of superheroes, of comic book movies. But I really do think that most people will enjoy this film. So that is going to be my short review of Iron Man for Marvel Movie Fridays. Hope you guys enjoyed. This will be a continuing series. I will do it every Friday until Infinity War, and then I will review Infinity War. Maybe not that Friday because I don't think I'll be able to see it the day it comes out. Stop moving this. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more daily reviews, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.